Okay, this is super weird. I'm here. I'm in California. I live in Los Angeles. I'm not crying, you're crying. Um, Cheers to me in my Spider-Man cup, which I'm using for the first time. So, I'm moving to California from Las Vegas, Nevada, and that's where I kind of lived my whole life. Grew up there, wasn't born there, but I grew up there, and I have always had a passion for acting. I'm just getting emotional just talking about it. I've always had a passion for acting, and I'm finally doing it. I've always been doing it. I've always been, um, you know, sorry. I've always been in like plays and goofing around with my friends with funny characters and I've always been a part of plays, and I've always done short films and student films and worked on like short films with my friends and stuff like that. I've had like a few like long featured films too, still student films but long featured films, and all of that was great. I mean, it was all an amazing experience because honestly it got me to where I am today here in LA. And I'm just so grateful to be here and to live the life that I've lived, and to be able to pursue my dreams and come to LA and live in LA, living in LA, to be an actor. I've never done something like this. Moving so far away from my mom, my family, everybody, the friends that I grew up with, kind of. It's a huge adjustment. It's a big change. But I've learned a lot these last couple years, especially in my 20s. Lost a lot of friendships and gained a lot of friendships, and you'll always have people that come and go, and then you'll have the people that just stay, and all of them love you. All of them love you, and you love all of them, and you just learn to let go. And I'm not sure I'm going with this, but I'm just like yapping away. I'm just so, again, grateful and blessed that I'm here. I made it. I mean, I still have a lot of unpacking to do, and a lot of work to do to get to exactly where I want to be in my acting career and stuff. Like, I still have to have a job in a restaurant where, got to make money to pay for the apartment in LA and pay to feed me in my apartment in LA. So there's a lot of work to be done still, but I'm really excited, and I honestly, like, yeah, I'm grateful for all my friends and family over the years that have got me to this point. But really, there's a couple of people that stand out the most. Obviously, my mom, my stepdad, Wesley, my dad, supporting me and kind of, letting me go too. I mean, I am of age now to come out here and be an adult and do things on my own, but just the support to get me here, to get me the things that I need. Like, I needed a fridge when I got here, and they paid for it, and that was really, really kind and like a huge weight off of my shoulder. And now I can just save and have saving money instead of just spending it all on things that I need for the apartment. My mom especially, like, driving the U-Haul truck to get me all the way out here from Vegas, and we drove 6.5 hours on a Sunday because it was traffic. And she hurt her back helping me load the truck, and thank God to my stepdad too, Wesley, who really loaded the truck and packed everything in there because I have a lot of stuff, and for also giving money to pay for the fridge. But my mom, you know, she was here with me a couple days, and she went shopping with me to buy some stuff that I needed, like bathroom stuff, cleaning supplies, whatever I needed. And then she had to go back home, and it was just great having her here and actually see that I'm gonna be okay over here. Because next I'd like to thank my roommate Jarrett and my roommate Brandon, his boyfriend, for choosing this life with me, like for choosing to live out here, to make this huge shift, which they've made a couple shifts in their lives where they had to make the big move. Jarrett from Alabama to Las Vegas to LA. Brandon, he's been to LA before, and now he's coming back from Vegas, and and just choosing to do this together, and like it's my own little family, and they're gonna watch this and be like, oh my god. And Jarrett for helping me like get all my shit out of the truck, and for being by my side and making sure that I'm safe and comfortable too, because I am very, very afraid and have a lot of anxiety, and just him being here and being level-headed and being as excited as I am, he's like a breath of fresh air every moment where I get all worked up and overwhelmed. So thank goodness for him. Thank you, Jarrett and Brandon. And then I'd also like to thank this acting studio that I worked with for the past year. I found them through Actors Expo, something like that. It was like an online thing where you pay for it and you watch like videos and live videos of people in the business answering questions, or giving their spiel on the business. And I met this acting studio called Actors Workout Studio, and it's run by Fran Montano and a couple other great teachers there. And just connecting with them and connecting with the students in their program just gave me that much more confidence to move out here, because as soon as I got here and my mom's back was hurting, and unfortunately Brandon was at work, and it was just gonna be me and Jarrett lugging all my stuff up and down. And so I called a couple of friends who I was hoping was in the area, who I hope lived by me, a couple students from my class that I've talked to over the past year, and told them how excited to one day move, how excited I was to one day move to LA, and how excited they were to meet me in person. And so I'd like to say thank you to David, Vincent, Bridget, and Coco too. She wanted to be here, but she had things to do. But David, Vincent, and Bridget, and Jarrett and I, we made just a couple trips up and down, U-Haul to apartment, and we got all my stuff in my room, and it was amazing. It was the first time meeting everybody in person, and just kind of like looking up and down at everybody like, oh, this is what you look like, oh, I'm so happy you're here, and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was really fun, and I have to take them out one of these nights, because moving is so exhausting, so everyone just wanted to go home afterwards, and I like totally understand. Like Jarrett, my mom, and I, we just ended up getting pizza and like just calling a night, because moving is a lot, driving is a lot, and then I like slept for the last couple days. I'm living in LA. I can't stop saying it, and I can't stop smiling. I've always been a very emotional person, and And I'm grateful for the emotions I get to feel. They are heavy. When I experience fear and anxiety, they're very heavy. But when I experience happiness and excitement, they're very heavy too. And that's just what I've been feeling. Tired, of course, but mainly just grateful and in excitement. I'm gonna have to work the hardest I've ever had to work in my life before, and meet so many people, and I have a lot of social anxiety. Okay, I'm really gonna let it loose now. But I'm here, and I did it. I made this big leap, and I'm just so happy. Oh my god. No, I'm speechless. No. Now I can just chill in my apartment. My first apartment. I one day tell stories of my first apartment in LA. Thanks for listening. I don't know what comes after this, because that's the way life works. But I know I have a big part in it. I have a big part in choosing what I do with it. And I just want to thank you for listening to my short little story today. And if there's more, that's great too. And if there's not, well, hopefully you see me someplace else soon on another screen. I'm Daniela, by the way. Thanks.